Hey guys, so I wanted to share something that I'm in the darkness, obviously. I'm in bed. I'm getting ready to go to bed or go to sleep. And it just I was just reflecting to how grateful I am to be where I am today. And so many years of manifesting the life that I'm living today, and just thinking of how thankful I am for everything that is to come in the future. That this is only the beginning. Well, so it all got triggered because I ordered black sheets for my bed because I love black. Black is my favorite color. And so basically, my comforter is black, my sheets are all black. So I'm basically going to bed in a completely black bed. But black is always, it's like, you know how like some people, everything white makes them feel like peaceful and just tranquility. It makes them think of that. Well, for me, it's black. And I know that logically it makes absolutely no sense. And even probably in a psychological sense, it doesn't make sense. But I don't know how to explain. Like, to me, it brings me so much peace and comfort. And so again, like I was saying, so seeing the bed made, me like pulling the comforter off and seeing the sheets black and everything, it made me like so happy. I was already thinking of how grateful I am for everything that I have in my life. And then when I like pulled the comforter back, it took me back to when I was a little girl. And I think I was in elementary school for sure. I must have been in like third grade. I think I was. Yeah, it must have been around third, or I would even dare to say like second grade. Second or third. I went shopping with my mom right before school started for school clothes. I don't know how I remember, but I still remember walking like through the store, and I remember I was little, so all the clothes was hanging up like higher than me. Well, as I was walking, not giving a fuck, I saw an all black outfit. I will never forget. It was a long sleeve top that had a pretty high neck. It wasn't a turtleneck, it was just high neck. And the bottom were pants. It was kind of a little bit like they were a little bit like loose pants, almost like jogger pants, and they had pockets, I remember, and it was all black. It did have a little bit of color on the top. It had like, the little bottles of like they still sell them in the craft store that you can like decorate. They sell them in all colors, the puffy gel thing that you can like draw on shirts, shoes, or whatever. Anyways, it had that in neon colors. It only had like 3 or 4 colors, but it was very minimal color on the top, and it was neon, which I'm kind of an extreme. My favorite color is black, but I also love neon bright ass colors. So I would probably, like, even now, like when I go to the gym, I'll wear all black and I have like these bright highlighter neon Nikes. So anyways, I look up and I see this all black outfit. Now, what I want you to keep in mind is that I never realized it was an epiphany that I don't think I'll forget till the day I die. It was the moment that I realized I love black. I love black. And when I saw that outfit, like it was such an emotional moment for me, because I had never, I'm sure I had black shirts or I had other black clothes, but seeing the complete black of the outfit. And I think it was also impactful because it was like long sleeves and a long top. And it wasn't like on a mannequin, but it was hanging in a way where the whole outfit was displayed. It was just so impactful to me. And like I said, that was the moment. It was a pivotal moment where I knew that my favorite color was black. Before that moment, my favorite color had been blue. I always loved blue. And even as just a little girl, my mom, my grandmother would be like, why don't you like pink? That's a girl color. Why do you like blue? I don't give a shit. My favorite color is blue. And even till this day, yes, like that's one of my favorite colors. So I'm seeing my bed all black, black comforter, black sheets, black whatever. And I know that it may not be good. I have a lot of friends who are spiritual and they say that it's not good or whatever, but I needed to fulfill this for myself of having everything black because it was something that I always dreamed of. Ever since that moment that I told you about the black clothes in the store. Oh, and needless to say, I begged my mom to get it for me. She absolutely was like, no, no, no. I begged so much. I think I like begged non-stop. I didn't want to know anything about any other clothes in the store that day. Finally, she bought it for me. And as a little girl, and even now as an adult, I am such a messy eater. Like, I will spill something on myself, guaranteed, every time I eat. But that was the first time that I took care of, like, I remember I was so careful every time I'd wear that outfit. I would hang it up. I would wash the stain by hand. I wouldn't even let my mom dry it. It was crazy. And I was a little girl, like a little girl. So, yeah, so this situation about the bed, I'm in love with this situation of laying down in all darkness. And it just, I don't know, it just brought it full circle for me. So many years later, so many years later. So the reason why I haven't done it in the past, because, I was usually in relationships with people and I would tell them about, me wanting everything black. But obviously when you're in relationships, you have to compromise. And I had never had the ability to really do it exactly how I wanted without needing to consider somebody else's like desire. You know what I mean? What do they want in the apartment? Like I said, it just brought everything full circle for me. I'll never forget that day. And so I suppose the lesson here is, or the emphasis here is, to be genuine to who you are, who you really are. I was always very, very rebellious, and I knew what I wanted and I knew what I didn't want. And I was very hard-headed, and I guess you could say I still am. Like, when I know there is something, I'm very open, to learning. But if there's like a conviction in my heart about something, I don't let that go. Like, it's something that I truly, truly believe in. And as a little girl, I knew I loved black. Everybody would try to talk me out of black, that it wasn't girly, that it was bad, that it was a negative color, that you absorb negative energies, that I didn't care. I never forgot that I love black. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what anybody thought about it. It didn't matter how much opposition I faced my whole life. Like, there was nobody I could relate to, okay? If you feel you have forgotten who you are because you have spent a lifetime accommodating other people or considering other people's wants or desires instead of your own, or indoctrinations of beliefs, do some shadow work and go back in time and remember what you wanted, who you were, what you liked, what you didn't like. We evolve, we change. So you're not always going to be the same. You know what I mean? Like, you can grow out of liking a certain thing. It's completely normal. But there are some things that even as a child, something you had a passion about, something you were passionate about, or something that you liked, or something that you always said, I always want to do. It is never too late. It is never too late. The other thing, that took me a long time, but I finally did it, and I am so happy, is being a massage therapist. I remember when I was married, I had mentioned it to my husband at the time, and he talked me out of it. My mom would talk me out of every idea I ever had, or she would give me a million negative reasons as to why it wasn't going to work, or why it wasn't worth it, or why I wouldn't be good at it. And for a long time, I did listen to the critical voices, but I finally did it half of a lifetime later. And I'm living the dreams and the desires that I've had my entire life. And I never did it until now. And it's never too late. It is never too late. But you have to know what you want and what you don't want, what you like and what you don't like. But most importantly, you have to ask yourself, is this something I believe, or is this something that was instilled in me, programmed in me, or conditioned in me? Those are the three things that you need to ask yourself.